Good evening, crafty friends. My name is Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Owl. And welcome to tonight's Oh So Inspired Live. Joining me tonight is my good friend Danny. You'll recognize her. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Danny. So I've seen some of you are already over in the chat chatting. That is awesome. Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, so you see the latest messages. And I'd like to do a little special shout out to my channel members who have those little icons next to their name. Thank you so much for your support. If you've never been to an Oh So Inspired Live, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Just this is going to give you some time to get those sabotages in, get the forms filled out for the giveaway. No sabotages for Danny. She secretly loves them. She tries to put up a fight, but she's probably like, I hope we get a good one that's really evil tonight. No, not really. Please, please keep them kind. But I will let Danny introduce herself more in just a minute. I just kind of want to tell you what's going to happen tonight if you're new. So this is Oh So Inspired Live. And what we do is some of my channel members can submit inspiration pieces. And tonight we will choose one live, and Danny and I are going to create something new based upon it in some way. I think that no matter our skill level or our style, our medium, I think we can all inspire each other. So that's what this is all about. Now, there are a couple ways you can participate tonight. Actually, maybe a few. Definitely keep that chat going over in the chat box. If you need Danny's or I's attention, you can either put our names in all caps, or you can start typing like at Danny's Dreams. And if you're on a computer, then it will highlight her name, or at Call Me Crafty Owl for mine. Now, speaking of chat, there are lots of people over there that are in the know. So if it's just a general question, you could always just ask that as well. Another way to participate is Danny's favorite, the sabotage, linked at the top of the description box. At the top of the description box and at the top of the chat box, there is a link to a sabotage Google form. So these are just fun little things fun little requirements, like in the past, I think there was when we couldn't use scissors, or we had to use a tag, or, enamel dots, like just something that we have to incorporate into tonight's project, because it's pretty much a free-for-all. And then finally, at the end of the night, we will do a drawing and we will give away the projects that we create. So again, at the top of the description box and at the top of the chat box is a link to the giveaway form. So we will give you, maybe about like 5 more minutes to take care of that if you want to. But now let's go ahead and we'll officially welcome Danny. Danny, thank you so much for joining us. You took a month off lives. We're so glad you're back. Why don't you give us like your little elevator, talk about you and if you have anything new going on.
Just Danny from Danny's Dreams. I know most of you, or a lot of you, hopefully there's some new people that always like to meet new crafters. I have been paper crafting forever, it seems like. I like to color. I think that that's probably one of the things I'm known for, is my coloring or decorating the inside of my cards. I've been branching out lately and trying new projects like loaded envelopes, and I'm on a tag kick. I have a very severe case of full set syndrome, so I have like 7, 8 tag dies coming to me soon. So in November, I'm going to have a tag a day series. Haven't worked out all the details, but I will have a photo album in my group, which is, there's a stamp for that. It's a bi-weekly challenge group on Facebook. I'll have an album in there to share, or I'll have a hashtag that people can join me for fun. You don't have to do it every day. Even if you just want to do one and join in, that'd be great. I'll have a hashtag for social media. And otherwise, I'm just crafting along.
She is definitely correct when she's known for her coloring and decorating the inside of the envelopes. And lately, I've been trying to take more or be inspired more by her, I guess. And I'm doing a little more coloring, and I really do try to decorate the inside of every envelope. Now, tonight's might not get decorated, but yes, I have been enjoying that, like either with scraps of patterned paper, or she loves the stamp inside, so it's great. One other thing that she mentioned was her Facebook group. I do have Danni's social media links in the description box below. So make sure to go follow her, subscribe to her here on YouTube, etc. if you're not already. One thing, let's talk maybe a little bit more about Oh So Inspired. So I said we're going to be inspired by whatever we choose. And you can also play along, like if you share here on YouTube or on Instagram or TikTok. And I do have a folder in my Facebook group as well for them, or an album. But if you're inspired to create after seeing tonight's inspiration piece, we would love to see it as well. Now, you can take anything you want from the inspiration piece. You know, maybe you take the theme of it or the colors or the layout. Maybe you don't even want to make a card. Maybe you want to make like a decor piece. This is just to be inspired by everyone. So I have some hashtags in that description box for you to use. And again, you can post in the Facebook group in the correct album if you would like to. Hold on, I thought we all had to. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So I'd say one more minute for the sabotages, and then we will go pick. We will pick it, and yeah, we just use random.org, but yeah, that will all work itself out. I do have some stuff to show you later as well on my desktop. You might have seen a peek at it when I came on live. But I say, Danni, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's see if I can, my mouse does not want to work. So let's see if I can get this going and get the correct. All right, so when my channel members submit inspiration pieces, they can submit up to 3 for each episode. So I only get rid of them if we use them or if they're no longer channel members. If you want more information on channel membership, I do have a link in the description box. It starts as low as $1.99 a month. So today, let me make sure that I refresh it. So we have 158. So what I'll do now is go to random.org. Type in 1 through 158, and we'll see which one's the winner tonight. Number 80. All right, sorry, okay, here we go. Number 80 is Noreen. So Noreen has sent in her inspiration. Let's go see what it is. It looks like it's a pin. You ready, Danni?
I'm ready.
All right, here it is. So we have card. I see some fancy kind of lace die cutting stuff.
Yeah, and like flowers and like ribbon.
I almost forgot, Danni, that we actually have to make something tonight. Like, I think that kind of flew by me. Oh gosh, sorry. I better get in the crafty mode. So later we'll kind of talk about what our thoughts are, but I say let's go ahead and pick our sabotage, Danni's favorite part.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we have 11 sabotages. Number 8. Is from Sandy T. What is Sandy T going to make us know? What make us do? Must use 3 red brads.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Sandy, I will do my best, but I would have to dig into a closet literally to get to my brads. Would maybe 3 enamel dots work? They kind of look like brads. Let us know. Let me see. I haven't gotten any It says my connection's okay. I see some of you say it's blurry. Make sure that your settings on your own video are set to as high a quality you want. Maybe go out and come back in and see if that helps it. All right. Because with Zoom going to YouTube, I don't have a lot of things I can do on my end. So let's go take a look at that inspiration piece one more time. All right. Here we go. What are your thoughts, Danny?
Yep. Well, now the 3 red brads, I'm thinking probably like a white on white card with just some pops of color.
Okay.
And like maybe fancy. I'm sure I have something fancy looking dyes like that or something.
Oh my good. Yeah. Speaking, what did Danny? Oh yes. So what I want to, sorry guys, I'm like losing my mind tonight. I've got real scatterbrain when I hit like go live. Let us know over in the chat what you see in this card that you might take inspiration from. Again, whether it's the colors or the layout. And I'll go ahead and take this off, stop the share. No, actually, I'll leave it here. So my thoughts are, I think I'm going to go with white and try to pick kind of that same turquoisey color. But then I'm going to have those just 3 pops of my red enamel dots. Because yes, I have a feeling I'll never find my brads. So otherwise, I don't know what the rest of the card is going to look like. All right. Well, let's go ahead and stop the share here. Danny, good luck. So Danny will go off camera and start trying to find stuff. And then when she comes back on, I am going to try to find some stuff to craft with. So in the meantime, I'm going to try to keep talking to you and think about what I'm going to get. All right. So yeah, I'm going to try the white and turquoise and then pops of red. I think those colors will go okay together. Maybe just like a simple, like an embossed background that might be a little bit more fancy. And then just do maybe layers and die cuts in the blue and then some accents in red. We'll see. I knew that tonight was oh so inspired, but like I kind of forgot I had a craft. I did want to show you some stuff on my desktop. If you've been watching my videos this week. So yesterday I shared a video for Not Too Shabby where I showed you this card, and my daughter, who I see Kyla is here. Glad you're here, Kyla. Glad we have some young crafters. So my daughter, who is 16, she did the alcohol ink on this card for me. Because let me tell you, she seems to be an alcohol ink pro. We took that class at Stamp Joy, which will be in my next vlog. But I swear, like the first piece, which was a tile, is like she's a natural. So here in front of me, when we got back, we went to Home Depot and just bought all the ceramic tiles that were just plain in different sizes and shapes. And we probably made 20 plus. And so I find myself, I can't be like free and cover the whole page and use 2 colors and make it look wispy. Like Presley's really good at that. This one here on the right is one of mine. And I just kept it. I keep every one I made pretty much really structured like this. This was the one Presley was to take inspiration from for the card. Now the one on the top here, I did ask her to make for me because I wanted this big tile with a rainbow alcohol ink. And I think I'm probably going to do some cut vinyl that says like Crafty Al and put it in my room somewhere. But I knew that I would never get this right. And I think she did a great job. I have our Stamp Joy vlogs and this video linked in the description box below if you want to check it out. So I hope you will do that. All right. So again, if you have any questions for us as we go along, just put our names in all caps and just let us know. Yeah, but otherwise chat amongst yourselves. Let us know what you're doing. Are you having any crafty plans this weekend? Tomorrow, I'm going to our first musical of the year. The Broadway season starts here in Omaha, and it is Ain't Too Proud. So it's the life and times of the Temptations. And my husband just came down right before I went live. He's been kind of feeling weird for a while, but he is feeling even worse today. So it might just be my daughter and I. Maybe she can find a friend. Normally I would ask Danny, but she's got lots of fun family stuff going on tomorrow. Maria, I agreed. I thought when I first saw the set with this image, I thought, oh, I need to make my own quinceañera sentiment and make one for that. I agree. That's what that first reminded me of. No, Rachel, my daughter is 16. She does look a little young, but she's definitely not 12. Speaking of that, she went out today. She's in driver's ed. I know I've mentioned it before. And today was her on the interstate driving. So she did okay on that. She made it back safely. And then next week she'll do her driving, like her in-car test. Today she took the written test and she passed that. So cross your fingers for her, because she didn't want to drive a couple months ago. It wasn't like her thing, but now she's like ready to get on that road. So, ooh, Carmen, a 2-day craft fair. Did you do well? I am sure that that is something to recover from. That's probably a lot of work. So yes, once Danny comes back on, I'll try to find stuff. Lisa I think is doing better than she was when Stamp Joy was here. Oh, darn it, Carmen, sorry. Has anybody else here done craft fairs and been successful? I feel like I would make a whole bunch of stuff and then come home with a whole bunch of stuff. So
I might be back. I don't know. I had a really hard time with this, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you actually went and found Brad's.
Oh, I knew where they were.
Well, I'll try to, I'll look around here. All right. You just let me know if you're ready and I will then get off if you
can go ahead, because I still am kind of thinking this through, so you can go ahead.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
So I did grab out 2 of my containers that I have my like brads and I guess some sequins and stuff, so I can try to find some brads. And then I had to find dies. And I think that this looks like the die that they actually might have used. It's the Delicate Lace Edgelet dies from Stamping Up. It's the long retired, but it kind of has that pattern on it. So I thought that would be incorporated somehow. And then I saw that it had like that label or like a little shape on it with a sentiment. I didn't grab a sentiment. I'll have to grab that when she gets back. So I pulled out these stitch labels framelets. They're also retired because it has like some fancier lacy looking dies in it. So I could find hopefully a sentiment that would work with that and maybe incorporate some of those. I don't know. This one's kind of, but I'm thinking I might go with the like all white and then have the pops of red. I might even try to find some flowers, maybe. I don't know. This one's kind of throwing me for a loop a little bit. So that being said, I think that I will get some white paper ready so that I can die cut when she's back, because my die cutter's not on camera. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of out of my element a lot when I don't color, but it's good for me. It's good to be challenged, right? That's how we grow, is by being challenged. Oh yes, I do have some red ones. So finding 3 that will be the same. Probably go a darker red. So I'm gonna pull out 3 of these are so tiny. Look how tiny those are. I remember when eyelets were the thing, all the thing. You back?
I am trying to be. I'm still pulling some stuff out, trying to get my colors together.
Yeah, I still gonna have to grab stuff. I don't know. This one's hard for me.
It is. Let's go ahead and take a look at that inspiration piece. All right, let's see here. And then we can both kind of keep looking at that, and maybe that will help.
Yeah,
I've chosen, I think I'm just going to do embossing instead of like that intricate die cut background. And I heard you say labels, Danny, and you're right, there in the center was something. So I just grabbed an old
I think that I do
Nestabilities.
have the die, or it's very similar to what they use. Very, very
Do you?
similar. Yeah, very similar. So at least there's that.
Yay. I call that a win. Look at what my ink's called. Blue raspberry.
Okay. Better plug in my camera before I forget my phone, or else you might lose me. There we go. All right.
All right. Hopefully that's a good enough look there. I'll go ahead and stop the share and hopefully we can get to crafting. So I recently changed my Gina K cardstock into these little labeled folders. So I just thought I'd show you those, and then they go in my IKEA unit. I'm really loving that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wait, I only needed the red for the, oh, I tried to look for my brads and I got in the closet. I thought they're in, and my container that I had all that in is not there. So I have no idea where those are. I did really try to find some.
Sure.
That was easy getting out of that.
Yeah, look at you go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the red cardstock and the red ink. I don't know what I was thinking. I just need to find some what I think Sandy called them faux enamel dots. I think I'll keep these two out. Danny, did you hear me say Paul now thinks he's going to be too sick to go to the theater tomorrow?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not good.
He told me right before I went live. Maybe that's why I'm kind of flustered and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to cut the piece now that I'm going to end up embossing. It's a 3 3/4 by 5, and then I'm going to put a blue mat on that.
I'm trying to find my heavier weight cardstock. For some reason, it's disappeared, my white. So I'm sorry, I'm wrestling around back there.
Thanks for the encouragement, Miss Peach. I need it tonight for sure. I think Noreen always gives us a challenge, Danny.
I think so too. I agree. So I'm just going to use my Gina K, the heavy base white that she has, because I'm going to do white on white. So I want it to be a heavier base on the bottom. So that's what I was looking for. And I cut that wrong. Yeah, I'm right there with you at being, it's a hot mess. I'm a hot mess tonight, guys. I'm going to blame mine on sleep deprivation.
Oh, yes. Are you going to tell him what you did last night?
Well, to back up the story a little bit, my husband has been sick and he's had a really bad cough. So I haven't really slept well for probably a week or more. And then last night, my son came home and he recently turned 21. So he took us to a comedy club, which was awesome. But the only spot that was open was the 9:45 show. That is way past my bedtime, but we went and we had a good time. But I didn't get home till 1, so I didn't really go to bed till, like asleep till like 1:30 or 2. And then my cat, Alyssa, thought I needed to get up at the regular time today. So I did have a little nap, but I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I could physically go to something that started at 9:45 p.m. So good job on that one.
Whew.
I got a top fold card base out. Let me know over in the chat. Do you like cards that fold at the top, or do you usually do ones that fold on the side? I think that's a fun little poll. What about you, Danny? Which do you majority use?
Top fold, but since this one was more horizontal than well, I guess it still will be a top fold. Yeah, top fold.
Yeah, I decided I'm not going to do a horizontal card. I'm going to go ahead with portrait. Oops. Oh. Oh, if tonight is your first time here with us live, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat box. We'd love to know who is joining us for the first time.
I'm going to go do some die cutting. I will be back.
All right. I've got to try to figure out a theme for my card. Like to know what sentiment I want to put. So this is kind of my background that I chose is kind of dainty. So I have to try to think of the sentiment set that might go with that. You know what? I'll wait until Danny gets back just so there's not a whole lot of dead air. I was thinking about using one of the labels for my sentiment and nesting it, you know, doing like stamping on a white one and then do a background, but I think I'm just going to die cut a white label. Oh no, I just tore my package. Maybe I'll see what I can have fit on that. Let's see who is new here. We have Jean and Kyla and Ms. Peach. Awesome. So glad you're joining us tonight.
Okay, I'm back for a moment because I got to poke out all the little pieces of this. So
I'll see if I can find a sentiment.
All the pieces. I need to get one of those like brushes they have that'll do this, but until then, I'll just use my little pokey tool. I don't know why I'm doing the die. I can do that later. Sorry. I'm really not with it tonight.
Well, if this is your first time with us.
This is normally not quite, I'm not quite this big of a mess.
I don't think we're usually this scatterbrained.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe we are. Maybe we're just hinting at
That's true. We're in denial. I'm just going to use this set from Tailored Expressions. And I can't decide between the hello friend and the thank you. You know, we're going to go with hello friend.
Okay, this is annoying. Let's do something different. Do it on here and then.
Oh, happy early birthday to your husband. Hope you can get a card made. You know, I am like the worst at making and sending out cards for like specific occasions.
Me too.
I probably buy more birthday cards than I do actually like send out ones that I made.
I'm horrible and probably don't send even bought ones.
Yeah, I should have said when I do remember. I'm going to go ahead and just stamp that with my, blue raspberry ink. Ooh. And I'm just going to kind of put it in the middle since I'll be later using my die to cut it out. Me too, Janet. Janet says she's good at making them and terrible at sending them out. Me too.
Oh, hi, Janet. I didn't see you sneak in.
Oh, do you know Janet?
I do. I know her from Crafting Kimmy, and then she's one of my new design team members on my challenge group.
Welcome. Awesome. See, Christina's new here as well. And Felicia. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
And again, at the end of the night, we will give our cards away. And then if you haven't won a card before during an Oh So Inspired Live, we send you a little gift with it.
Now I know why I don't use this die very much. Good grief.
Well, it looks very gorgeous from what I can see. Wow.
Definitely need to get one of those brushes that just takes the die, the little pieces right out.
That I was away when you said you needed a brush. Now I see what you mean. So to hold my die in place, I use one of my favorites, my removable tape here. I had one of those brushy things. Let's see, I think mine was from Spellbinders, and I hardly used it. And one time, like one of the little threads came out, and then they just all started falling out. It was so weird.
Oh my goodness.
So, you probably don't have a toothbrush handy, but sometimes I've used it just like a cheap toothbrush before too. Like a soft one, and ran it across there.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, Mary, we did pick a Sabotage, and it was by Sandy T, and she said to use 3 red brads. I did try to find my brad case, but I couldn't. So I'll be using faux brads later. I think Danny actually found some.
I did.
Good job. Danny's the official winner of tonight, since she's following all expectations.
No, I'm not. I'm wasting time by poking out little spots.
You know what? Since I have this out, and this the inspiration piece had flowers on it, I think I might stamp these 3 flowers right here in blue and just hand cut those out. I'm gonna do that.
That happened to you too, Karen, with your brush? Huh. That's kind of interesting.
It's so weird. And I barely use it.
I guess I will research and try to get one.
I did see after that somebody said that was a known problem, and maybe they've fixed it by now. I don't know, but that was really sad.
And now we're just going to hope that Alyssa does not want to come and do my recycling bin. She likes to play in it with all those little pieces in there. That would be a nightmare.
If you don't know, Alyssa is her cat.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I should have said that. Sorry. I just assume everyone knows the brat.
Yes, if you follow her, especially on Facebook, it's always Alyssa posts. She's usually up to something. Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad your new one works good.
Okay. Think this through. They had theirs going, I think, both ways, but I didn't cut enough for that. So we're just going to have it go this way, I think.
Let's see if I can fussy cut on screen, because this is not one that I can take to my brother's scan and cut, unfortunately, but they seem pretty easy. Oh, Cordelia, I hope your kitty made it through well.
I think I'll be finding these little pieces for the next week.
Yes, you will. They will be all over the house. I find the blue backing to my foam tape, up in my bedroom, which is 2 levels above the basement where I'm at.
Oh, I went on that. Let's go this way then. Okay, so.
Welcome, Christina.
So this is that. Okay.
Once I get done fussy cutting this, I will go show the inspiration piece again for anybody who just came in. And what we do is we create a new piece that's based upon it in some way. Oh, while I'm cutting this too, let me know over in the chat if you've ever attended a Card Maker Success Summit. Maybe put a number 5 over there if you have. Because I have kind of an exciting announcement that if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might have missed. And I think it was only up for a day actually on my account. So let me know if you've heard of it or attended. Throw a 5 over there.
All right. Maybe I'll have those there. Okay.
Did you get it all? Did you get it all poked out, Danny?
I think so. It's not working out the way I had it in my mind, so I'm recreating it as I go.
Make it work, right? Like Tim Gunn says. If you still remember him. I see a couple 5s. So the Card Maker Success Summit is like a free online virtual event for crafters. And you can sign up for a free ticket and you can watch the videos all weekend. But then after 24 hours, they go away unless you buy the VIP. Well, I have watched it in the past, but I will be participating in the February event. The lineup has been announced, so I can share that with you. And I decided my theme would be sheet load. So everybody might want to get signed up for at least the free ticket if you like sheet load. And that is in February. And, you know, I'll be like promoting, you know, signing up for the tickets and the events here soon. That up.
Beth, for me, there's always a delay with lives, so I don't know if there's a fix for that or not, but I know I'm always on a delay. There's always like a 5 to 10 second delay usually for me.
Yeah, it's in like what I say, that's usually why I give you guys some time. What I say sometimes could take 15 to 30 seconds to get to you. So I always have to keep that in mind because I get a little impatient when I ask questions. But yes, there is a delay. Now, if you came in late, maybe you're behind, like, you know, like maybe you're actually not running live if you're on that much of a delay. So you can, like, I think, click live or see if you can fast forward the video to a point. So yeah, so Ms. Peach, I have, I don't know if you can officially sign up yet, but you can probably get on the waiting list, and I will see if I can find that and try to get it on my community tab here on YouTube. Oh, so Carla says it's worth buying the VIP. I have never bought it before, but I know, gosh, there's probably like what, 20 of us participating. So I guess in my mind, if it's something you enjoyed and you wanted to have access later, you could divide that total cost by 20 in your head. And then that's kind of like how much each, you know, like, oops, sorry, class would be. So I put my sentiment on foam tape, just since it's going to be white on white, it will help it stand out a little bit from that background. And I'm going to be brave and go ahead and put that down. Oof. Yes, Carly, you're right. There is an early bird discount. So if you sign, like, if you would go and sign up with my link for the waiting list, I think then within the first, I don't know, there's a time that I think you can buy it at first for like $40. And then it goes up, I think, to $99, but they do give you a discount. And I will have, yes, definitely if you like sheet load. And again, everybody, even if you sign up for, just like attending the free, the free ticket, you still get my sheet load freebie. So you don't want to miss out. You'll just have to make sure that you watch it that weekend and download it before my video goes away. Beth, it is Brandy. I'm sorry. I hope I don't get her last name wrong. Brandy Mann. Her name, like her online accounts are under Stamp Me Some Love. Once the live is over later tonight, I'll see if I can find a link and put it in the description box. And like, I think what the link will be the July one. Because now too, I think they're having a special that if you missed out getting the July VIP, I think they might be having a special where you can go get it. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the inspiration piece again. So if you joined us late, this is the card we're taking inspiration from, so you can kind of get a better idea of where we're going. We can take anything we want from it. So you might notice, I'm taking like the white and the blue, and then I'll have those pops of red for my, fake brads. And then I'm doing like the embossing instead of kind of the lace die cuts, which Danny has some beautiful lace die cuts she's going with.
Yeah, Danny's just a hot mess. We don't even want to talk about it.
It's okay, friend.
Okay, so I want that smaller.
This is a lot harder than, if you've never been on a live, it can get a little intense here, even though sometimes.
Well, and I'm not coloring, so I'm out of my element.
Yeah, maybe you could have colored some flowers. I don't know.
I'm too far into it now. Okay.
Oh, so sorry about that, Ms. Peach. All right, now I have to figure out my pops of red. And then I just noticed again when I showed that they had some like string in there, but I think I'm too late now for string since I've put everything down.
Are you done with your card and I'm still fiddling around?
You know what? I can stamp on the inside or, keep talking. I could just talk my head off here or whatever.
Oh, good grief.
No rush, Danny. No rush.
The pressure's on.
Susie, I'm going to try to find the link once I'm done, and I'll put it in the description box below. I don't know if you can officially get on the waiting list or not yet for it. But when it gets closer to the event, you can sign up for my mailing list, and then I'll be sending out more information. So you'll definitely be in the know. It's just all kind of like this week I had to make my video for February. So everything's not quite set in stone on my end yet.
Oh, I still got to figure out a cinnamon too. Gosh darn it.
I got to figure out how I'm going to add my enamel dots. Danny, this might take me as long as that's going to take you. All right. The official lineup has been announced, but yeah, I don't think there's I don't think you can yet sign up for the new one. If you follow Brandy, I know that I saw it on Instagram, the picture with the lineup. This is always one of my hardest, trying to figure out where to put my embellishments. I'm going to go ahead and kind of put them on the card. I'm just not going to push them down hard yet, so I can move them if I need to.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put this on mute because I'm going to go run and get a stamp set to do the sentiment. I'll be right back.
All right. What do you guys think? I wasn't sure originally. I thought about using the largest red brad over here. Do you think that's okay for placement? Teresa, Danny did talk about how she needs one of those brushes. She doesn't have one, unfortunately. Let me know. Should I use the biggest brad over here or leave it as like the medium? See, I'm getting some thumbs up. I think I might just call it good. The only other thing I could think of is if I moved this more over that way. What do you think? Out here to the left or closer to the label? They're just kind of hanging out there for now, so I can change it. Yeah, Cordelia, I do too. It takes me a while to figure out exactly where I want brads and gems, that kind of stuff. Noreen is here. Oh, Lisa, Crafty Days is here. I hadn't seen you yet. So Noreen, we picked your inspiration piece tonight. All right, I'm going. Karen answered with closer to the label. I'm going with it. I'm gonna push those down. All right. So I think what I'll do, I could be brave and try to stamp some of those flowers on the inside. You know what? I think I might stamp some in the cherry red to bring in more of the red. We'll do that. Let's go ahead, since Noreen and Lisa, maybe Lisa's been here and I just haven't seen her. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inspiration piece again. You can see where we're going with this.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm just a hot mess tonight.
You're fine. So here's what we're going for. I see Mary, you struggle with over embellishment. I have a hard time putting more than 3 brads or gems on something. Like, I would like to be able to add more. Danny, how are you with like embellishments?
I look like a kindergartner. I try to always do odds, but knowing where to put the odds, yeah, I look like a kindergartner. Maybe a preschooler.
Oh. Well, Lisa, then you can give an update on how you're doing. I told them earlier, I think you're doing better than you were. Feeling better than you were, so. Oh, okay. My mom is here too. My mom is Gloria Jewett in the chat if you want to say hi. Oh, I keep in my head, I've got to be careful. I keep like humming and singing to the new Taylor Swift album. Was anybody else excited for that this week? Or is it just me?
Ish. I kind of liked it, but kind of didn't. I don't know. Haven't listened to it enough.
I'm going to try to decorate the inside, Danny, so I hope I don't mess it up at this point.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Like my mom says, it's a craft. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yep.
Because I struggle with that.
And for those who have not seen me use this before, this is just a quilting template you can get. I got mine, I think, at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever. And that way I can stamp like this rubber stamp to see exactly where it's going to be. Because sometimes that's so hard to line up.
And Danny, I'm over here with a stamp block and my Misty and a stamp. So it's all good tonight. I decided to use my Misty in case something goes wrong when I go to stamp it.
And that'll work. Needs to be up just a hair.
And then don't forget, we'll give these out at the end of the night to 2 lucky viewers. You do have to fill out the giveaway form, and that is linked at the top of the chat box and at the top of the description box. So just fill it out. You do need to be present if to win, because we have to ask you whose card you want if you're chosen first.
And I totally understand if you don't want my hot mess.
You know it's going to turn out beautiful. Don't even. It just, I think that delicate die cut having to do that kind of just threw you off. Hopefully those will look okay there where I put them.
Okay. Now I got to figure out where to put my brads before I get too far putting it all together.
Oh yes, because you actually found yours. Yeah, if you're coming in late, the sabotage was to use 3 red brads. I had to do a substitute of red enamel dots. That looks really juicy. Yes, Mary, she just put out her next album. It's called Midnights, and it came out at midnight Thursday night, or into Friday morning. It's a little different than like her pop, her kind of like poppy country stuff from a few years ago. So I don't think it might not be everyone's taste. I think I'm going to stick with that. And now while I have this out, I've been trying to lately, oh goodness, I just kind of touched that to my red stamp. I've been trying to lately, because again, Danny has inspired me to put my personalized stamp on the back. So I think I'll do that. I have a lot of people ask me about this when I use it. Since I have design software and I've made my own logos and stuff. So I designed myself a 4-inch by 4-inch stamp, and then I sent it off to rubberstamps.com to have them make it into a clear stamp. And then I just cut them apart. So the 4x4 stamp mailed to me was like $13. I don't think you can beat that.
I say that's way better than my personalized one, because it was, I like it. I got it through, is it Manginson? It's the Unity stamp company. Her son does the custom ones, and I love it, but it was like 40, I think, or something like that.
You know me, I'm all about frugal. Okay, I was going to use this little Misty, but I'm afraid that I'm going to smush my card. Now I got to find my other one. Oh, and speaking of Misty, so I have the mini Misty, and then I have this one, which is the original size. Well, when we were at Stamp Joy, they released a brand new teal version because that's Taylor's favorite color. I got that too. I did not need that, but I got it.
And I wanted to share, I'm going to be using these. I just got them. They're the Simon Says Stamp microdot sheets for intricate ones. I absolutely love this. It's so easy to use. Love it, love it, love it.
And you use that for like the intro. Oh, you're going to show us now. Okay.
Yep, you just peel it back. You put your die cut down. Well, you kind of rub it down, and then that puts the little micro glue dots on it. Peel it off and add it to your project, and you're good to go.
That is really cool. I might have to look into some of those, but it won't be until after the new year. I told Danny before we got on, you might have known that it was Oh So Inspired September, and I was trying to use my stash to create because I knew that I would be going crazy at Stamp Joy. And I did. I went crazy at Stamp Joy in like the week after. So I think it might have to be a no spend November, people. I've got to get my money under control again. I went a little bit nuts. Camper 1965. I got these made Again, I did the design and I got it, this clear stamp made at rubberstamps.com. I think you can get actual rubber ones made too. Danny, is yours clear or rubber?
Mine's rubber.
That, you know, and that probably adds to the cost too.
Yeah. Okay. See how I like this before I put it all together.
Good idea. So again, if you're coming in late, don't forget you can play along with us in the description box below. I have some hashtags. I think it's Also Inspired 24 or OSI 24. So if you share here on YouTube or over on Instagram, use those hashtags. And then if you're in my Facebook group, I have a special album if you want to share it. You can choose to do the sabotage if you want. The only requirement is you have to be inspired by that same piece that we were. And then here is my stamp. Let me see if I can zoom in. So I have my logo, and then it has my Instagram handle, my YouTube URL, and then my email, which my YouTube URL, my husband last night was talking about URLs and he called them URLs. Let me know in the chat box if you also call them URLs. I don't think I'd ever heard that before.
I think in my head I say that, but I don't think I've ever said it out loud.
That you say URL in your head?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's URL. I guess it is one syllable less. I had to do my clap out like I'm a kindergartner to figure out how many syllables that was. Which, speaking of kindergartners, I'm subbing this week at the elementary school I used to work at. So wish me luck. I'm just going to be in the office, so it's usually okay there. I did not know Stephanie. Is it Barnard did custom stamps. I know Tailored Expressions does too. I think they recently just had
They have it full all the time now, which is cool.
and yeah, and I guess like Danny's, yours was probably custom like mine, right?
Right, but I do have some from
has
Tailored
some
Expressions
custom-
too.
Okay.
Because I have the My Kitty, like this was made with love with from My Kitty and
Yeah,
myself or
yeah.
something like that. But she has a lot that are really cool.
Mom, I know you like it when I sub, but every time I say yes, like I start regretting it a couple days before. Oh, Teresa, you have to, those kindergartners, they were some of my favorites too. You have to be a special person to be a kindergarten teacher. So
That's what Belle wants to teach my daughter.
you must be very special, Teresa. Yeah. And now Annabelle is like, is that the class that she is like doing her little work stuff in? Like at
No,
school?
she's in a first grade class, so pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, she wants kinder or at least maybe through second.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I can oh, if you guys have any questions now for me, this would be like a great opportunity while Danny is finishing up her card. You can ask me that. I've already shared it with my channel members. I think I shared it with my channel members last month, but I want to show you something that I got out. So oh my goodness, years ago, what was it called? A Clip It Up. Let me know if you've ever heard of a Clip It Up. If you have, put like an 8 over in the chat if you know what a Clip It Up is. So I had one, I bought them when they first came out, and that must have been a decade ago or more. Oh yeah, at least 10 years ago. And I have not used it for almost as long, at least 6 years, but I could never quite get rid of it because it was kind of pricey. And I thought, oh, maybe someday I'll find a use for it, right? So it's just been sitting in my closet. It moved here from Kansas. It stayed in the garage at the apartment and then moved with us into the house. Well, I need a way to have my stencils out on the counter or somewhere where I can see them and also kind of organize them. Guys, look what I did. So I haven't put it together yet. It's no further than when I showed my channel members, but you have these little clips, and these are 6x6 page protectors from Hobby Lobby, and stencils just slip right in here. Let me see if I can find one. So I put them so the opening on the sheet protector is out. So here. So if you have a clip it up, get it out of the closet. But here, then you can just put your stencil. I'll probably have backers behind them, but look at that. It fits just perfectly. So I thought that I have these little dividers here. I thought I would put labels on them and, do like, seasonal, patterns, floral or nature. And then I can divide my stencil. So when I'm looking for something, I have that. And then it can sit right back here on my, well, now I have a whole bunch of stamps and stuff out, but it can sit right there and then I twirl it around. Right. Ooh, Mary, good luck substituting at the high school level. Do you enjoy that age group? I would like, I don't know. I almost think most of them would be like taller than me and I might be intimidated. PETA, I love it. Oh, I've never heard Earls, only, yeah, me too. That was so weird, but maybe I'll start calling them Earls now too. Let's go ahead. Don't forget, if you want to get in on the giveaway of the cards, go ahead and enter that form at the top of the chat box. Did you get your layout all settled, Danny?
I think so. I don't know.
You got this. It's okay.
This is not my favoriteest card that I've ever made. I feel sorry if anyone actually wants it. I will not be hurt if they don't.
You know that yours will probably get picked first now. Mine is so plain.
I think that's what's bothering me, is it looks very plain, but maybe I'll like it more when it's actually like all done.
Yes. Yeah, I think that, the inspiration piece, it was pretty intricate and, not clean and simple for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Sorry, my mouse keeps stop working. So here's our inspiration piece submitted by Noreen. And then Sandy T did our sabotage and we had to use 3 red brads. So later we'll share close-ups of each of our cards and you can see where our inspiration came from. Now, if you enjoyed tonight, Danny and I will be back, pending, nothing coming up, but we should be back on Saturday, November 5th. Is it, Danny? No, Friday, November 4th. But yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not doing Also Inspired. We're doing other stuff.
But aren't we doing Also Inspired on the 5th?
Oh, yes. I did write that down too. Yes. Yes, we
So
are.
it's going to be a super busy weekend. So Friday, November 4th, if you watch Danny and I's crafty road trip vlog from earlier this summer, when we came back, we got together live and crafted with all of our new goodies, and it was such a fun time. So we thought we might try to get together more often and just craft together, just for fun. Well, the other day I stumbled upon stacked envelopes. And Danny has really been into loaded envelopes lately. So I shared that video with her and we both want to try these. So we are going to come back on Friday, November 4th and do Friday with Friends, a little live. Now it is going to be during the day. So if you work during the day, you'll have to catch the replay, but I will have the video linked below so you can set a reminder. It could be a hot mess because neither of us have made these before, but definitely here on YouTube, after you're done here, search for stacked envelope and they're pretty neat. It looks like you just threw a stack of envelopes onto a counter, but then you decorate them and stuff. And then Saturday, November 5th, we will be back for another Oh So Inspired. So you might get sick of us that weekend. All right, let's go ahead, Danny. I will turn it on speaker view. So what we'll do now is we'll each show you our cards close up and then we will finish up and do the drawing. So I'm going to turn it to speaker view so Danny's screen gets bigger for you.
All right, so there is my finished card. I went with that lacy delicate dye. And then since we had to use 3 red brads, I went with the red as matting behind. It had the ribbon, so I added some ribbon and just best wishes. And I did add that other dye since I had spent the time to poke it out. I put it on the inside. So there is my card. And I think that before I mail it out, I just don't like how plain it is. I might go around with like some stickles or something just to give it a little bit of something else. All you, Alicia.
First off, your card turned out gorgeous. I know you don't think so, but it is. I know sometimes, you know, stuff without coloring or more clean and simple. It's gorgeous. Seriously.
Thank you, everyone.
Very, very nice. So I went with a vertical card, and for my white on white feature, I used an embossing folder in the back. Sorry, I got a little choked up. I used an embossing folder in the background. And then, sorry, on that original card, there were 3 flowers, I think. So I stamped some of the flowers from the sentiment stamp set to put around there. And then again, I could not find any of my brads, so I got out 3 red enamel dots. On the inside, I brought in some more of that red. And then, of course, I finished off the back. So I think, Danny, we both did very well tonight. All right. They're going to be fighting over who they get. If you want to go ahead, if you want to go ahead and change your camera around, that would be awesome. We'll see in a little bit. All right. I think Danny's a little hard. I think she did great. I love it. It's beautiful. So here in just a minute, we will go use random.org once again to pick the winners. Now, if your name is picked, what you'll need to do after the live, you will need to send me your mailing address. Now, if you're a channel member and you know that I have your mailing address, you don't have to do that, but I will need that. And here's what's going to happen. So I will pick 2 numbers or 2 winners. And the first person I pick gets to choose whose card they want. And then the second person will get the remaining card. So if you are one of the people chosen, if you're the first one, please make sure you let us know right away whose you want. So now you might want to get an idea in your head of whose you'll pick. All right. So we'll go ahead and go share our screen again. We'll take a quick look at that inspiration piece. So that was it for the giveaways. Let's refresh that, make sure we got everybody there. So we had 21 people enter the giveaway. And again, if you have already won a card during an Oh So Inspired Live and gotten that little gift, please let us know because it's the same thing. So I doubt you'll want 2 of them. Random.org, we'll do 1 through 21. So the first winner is lucky number 13. Did you know that's Taylor Swift's lucky number? How fun that we were talking about her new album. So number 13 is number 1, and then number 9. Now I'm going to take the screen off share, so it's going to be a surprise who won. You're going to have to put up 2 with weird faces from me for a while I figure it out. All right, give me a little drum roll.
I was gonna say we drum roll.
Over it. Yeah, give me a little drum roll over in the chat. All right. Are we ready?
We're ready.
The number 1 winner and the person who will get to choose whose card they get is Mary Y. Mary, let us know whose card you would like. And then once Mary lets us know who she wants, we will announce the second winner. I agree. Both cards are beautiful. Thank you for those drum rolls. I love seeing those come in. And don't forget, you can check out Danny's social media links in the description box below. I do have some other videos and playlists down there, playlist link down there too, for recent things I've shared. And then, probably tomorrow, if we do have any affiliate links, like if you're interested in anything we use tonight, I will add some affiliate links to the description box. I don't think I have a whole lot though. I don't know that I have any.
Yeah.
Maybe the Gina K inks, because I do love Gina K inks. All right, Mary, why? Let us know whose card you want, please. I haven't seen Mary post recently. Oh, no, there she is. We'll give Mary a few minutes. So you can choose Danny's or mine. Oh, here, while we're waiting, Danny, we could hold our card up to the camera. I never do anything with this, but I do just like it. You can screenshot that if you want. I don't think I have anything else exciting to share. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to our Broadway show. Well, not on Broadway.
We're carving pumpkins and playing some games. That's about it.
I think you're going to have a fun day. All right. Mary would like mine. Mary, maybe go ahead and send me the email with your address. I might have it. And let me know too if you've ever won before, so I know if I need to send you the little gift. But my email address for the winners is at the bottom of the description box below. Just let me know, hey, this is Mary. I won Alicia's card. Or the next winner, hey, this is whoever, I won Danny's card. Are we ready?
Yeah.
The next winner is Beth J. Congratulations, Beth. Beth as well. I might have your address because you're a channel member. Can't remember right now. If I don't, go ahead and send me an email. Now, if you were on the live that my daughter and I did from Stamp Joy, we did give away our cards. I have not gotten those out yet. Life has been a little crazy since I got back from Stamp Joy. I have a lot of stuff to mail out in end of this month. Awesome. Congratulations. Well, I think it's that time of the night, Danny, where we say our goodbyes.
I think so. I think my bed is calling me.
That's true. Danny's hardly any sleep. But anyway, it was beautiful. Do not be down about it. So go ahead and send those emails. Thank you to everybody who came and watched. We hope that you will be back that first week of November for our other lives. We're looking forward to that. And yeah, until then, we hope you're having a crafty day. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.